Good morning, everybody. What do you think about what I'm going to talk about today? Hoarding. Do you think hoarding should be classified as a disease? I don't think so. Some people say hoarding is a disease. I say no. Hoarding is an addiction. They classify alcoholism as a disease, and I don't think that's true either. I think that should also be classified as an addiction. They say, okay, if alcoholism is a disease, then any kind of addiction would be a disease, and so, therefore a crack addict would have a disease. Somebody addicted to food would have a disease. No. I think, in my opinion, anything that you have a choice in is not a disease. Cancer is a disease. Polio, stuff like that is a disease because you have no control over that. Your internal part of your body is going to do what it's going to do depending on the genes. Just like they try to say that cancer causes, smoking causes cancer, but now they're saying smoking causes 1 in every 7 cancer deaths. Well, that's just one, So it's not the majority anymore. But that's neither here nor there. We're here to talk about hoarding. I brought this up because on my way home, there's this house around the corner on the next block. And for a long time, this family did not live in that house. They lived in their camper that's parked in their yard, of all places. So they've lived in that camper because I've heard that they were hoarders and there was just no room left in that house. And they have that TV show on called Hoarders. Well, coming past that house this weekend, I saw one of those big, blue, huge dumpsters, like they have on Hoarders where they take everything out and throw it in. It's in their front yard, and it is overflowing to the top. And so somebody's cleaning that house out. That made me think about Hoarders. I wonder if Hoarders is doing an episode down there, and if not, they sure could have. I can't imagine not being able to live in my own home because there's so much junk. And on one of the episodes of Hoarders, Joe was telling me about this morning. They was moving some of the stuff out, and they found dried copperheads. Is that not scary? Dried up dead copperheads. Not one copperhead, but copperheads that were dried up and dead. So at one time, those copperheads were alive in that house. I know I watched an episode one time where they had dead cats. And they told the woman, they said, "We found your cats." And she said, "I don't have any cats." So they found dead cats in her house. And then another episode I watched where raccoons were on the outside chewing their way in to the home. That's scary. Who can hoard? Who? I guess it is an addiction. Not a disease, but an addiction. Sometimes you just gotta let go. What drives one to hoard? And when one hoards, they don't just hoard their belongings and just have so much stuff. They hoard everything. Trash, ripped up magazines, broken bottles. They hoard everything. And what about you? Do you know any hoarders? Like I said, my hoarder is a neighbor down the street. Do you know any hoarders? And what would you do to try to help a hoarder? And do you feel like hoarding is a disease? Until next time, bye-bye.